Hello there, Only One Kenobi here, Only One. This arrived yesterday and I can't wait to get it open. I bought it primarily for these two, and waiting for this is the reason why I've not bothered opening this, and I won't open this one, I don't think. Because, well, I might if I desperately need another Anakin, but the thing about this one is it has a cloak on it, a cape, so he pretty much looks like he did in the Gandhi Clone Wars. I'm a big fan of Gandhi Clone Wars, as a lot of you know, and this shelf here is dedicated to it. I can't wait to put that figure on there. Brilliant. And then the other one is looking pretty good. He looks so demonic in that Ahsoka kind of look. It would probably work for a Revenge of the Sith shelf, I dare say, but his eyes went really dark and black, didn't they, in Ahsoka? Never seen him like that before, plus he lit the red saber. And then this one here, I'll do something with it because I have that other figure that's really good. You could have a little diorama depicting the final duel between I mean, I've got a shelf dedicated to that, bear with me. Right down there, actually. That's the Death Star 2 duel. And I've got, like, the Emperor electrocuting Luke there, and I've got Luke restoring his father, but you could have, like, Vader getting zapped by lightning. There's the one with the helmet where you can see the skull in it. Oh, man, I regret that. I did have one I got for Dead Sheep of the Lost Line variant. Should have opened it, man. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go and get the other one. Bear with me. Yeah, sorry. I thought I'd just go and get this so I can get a clue about what I'm talking about. Yeah, it has got a brighter skull, that one. It would have been nice to see what that was like. This almost looks like the same kind of thing, but I can't tell if his skull is... It looks like it's not as bright. Can you see inside it? I don't remember you being able to... from the previews of this. We'll find out. We'll get it open and we'll have a look. But that one right inside the bubble, you can see, look at that, you can see the skull. Fascinating. So yeah, that's exactly the one I had, which I could have opened years ago. This, I have the Lost Line version, and I've got the 115, I believe it was 115. So here's my chance to kind of get a bit of a Vader wrapped in lightning figure anyway. So should we get it open? These are pretty cool. I'm not somebody who keeps these carded. I know a lot of people who do. They love these special action figure sets. There he is. That's what I want, man. Cape. Just like Gandhi. I'll give you a quick look at my Gandhi shelf as well before we end, but I do have a separate video for that, which will be something you should have a look at if you want to see it in more detail. But should we get it open? Let's do it. Unhook that flap there. Surely this will just come out now. Yes. There you go. It's been a while since I've opened one of these. I think the last time was the 501st 3-pack with Jesse and Fives and all that. Should we just... Oh, yeah. What do you reckon? Should we just do it? Because I'm... Who cares, man? Oh, yeah! Oh, hang on, almost. Oh, yeah! It's very dark out there, folks. The weather is not good, so I'm just filming this before it gets even worse. Clouds coming over, the sun will be setting soon. Again, this one, the scaling of the head is completely different from that one. He's got such a fat head, the guy on the left. But I don't doubt he will look better once I get him out of the packaging, so patience. You can see right behind him as well. There they are. That looks very, very good from the back as well. Figures, it's good when figures look good from the back. You can use them in different displays. It's good hair sculpt, that. But let's find out really how good it is. Let's start with this dude. And I'll tell you now, I've got a couple of figure stands ready because I can guarantee you that they will have shallow peg holes, these figures, because all of the figures that come out nowadays do. So these are from Ian's Display Accessories. I keep plugging them. They're just so good for sliding on. But let's look at this guy though. I'm going to lock the focus. Just get him spread out a bit. So there's the robe. Sometimes hard goods are really, they work better, but that falls all right, I guess. Better than the soft goods for Moff Gideon. That was a terrible soft goods cape. It looks like it's just attached there. I suppose the cape would be. You could have shaped it a bit better so it kind of like seemed seamless. They could have had a flap of plastic, a crest or something just sat on the top maybe. I don't like the... That is definitely a figure you wouldn't want to see from behind. All the stitching there, but it's really from the front, isn't it? It'll look good. Let's get the lightsabers out. They no longer have the flare sculpting on these lightsabers. That looks basic enough, doesn't it? I've seen better lightsabers that look slightly more metallic, but let's just get that on him. So display option 1 would be just to have it on the belt like that, stood with Obi-Wan. In fact, where is Obi? I've got one that's just come from my Gendy shelf. Look at that. That's a head swap. That's a head swapped figure, that though. The head that came on this figure looked like Mick Hucknall. Terrible figure. So I swapped it with the VC bum Clone Wars Obi-Wan short hair. That's what they should be doing, Hasbro. They should be making a figure like that to match this guy, a new Gendy one with a new clone body. That would be really good. Are you watching, Steve Evans? Are you watching, Emily? Are you watching, Hasbro? Do it. And that'll be a figure that's got no shallow peg holes. That's for damn sure. I don't even want to waste my time by testing to see how deep the peg holes are, but I will have another look. But yeah, I've seen worse. Needs more depth. So anyway, these stands are just fantastic anyway. They're really good for flexibility. You only need to put them on one, and then you can stretch out the other limb as you require. I'm going to go handheld with all these figures once I've got them open, folks. But I am liking that. Now I've got him loose, he looks better. He doesn't seem to have such a fat head. That's going to look good with the Rex figure. Although Rex wasn't in the Gendy. But that doesn't matter. He looked like that in well, no, I'll stop what I was about to say then. He looked like that in Ahsoka without the cape, but they've given him the cape here. I assume just to tip the hat to the original Clone Wars line, series, whatever you want to call it. That's really cool, that man. Look at that, that's brilliant. That's a really good Hayden face as well, that. Good work, Hasbro. I like that a lot. It's a shame I've already done a top to flop for Anakin, sorry. Because my previous favourite is right over there. Can you see that one there? The concept art. Anakin's a brilliant head for Revenge of the Sith era. But that's pretty cool, man. That's the best. That absolutely pisses on the previous one for the Clone Wars. That's a good start. That's really... So in terms of a Clone Wars Anakin, yeah, right up there. You know, how he looks in Episode 2, how he looks in the Clone Wars, and how he looks in Revenge of the Sith are completely different. So, but in terms of how he looks in Clone Wars, that has to be probably my favourite yet. That is really impressive. That's a good start. Let's have a look at this one here. And still haven't quite decided what I want to do with this figure. You could do anything you want. You could, wow, look at him. He did look like that in Ahsoka. Never seen him looking like that. He looked demonic in Revenge of the Sith, you know, but he just looked like possessed with this one. Like, you know, that kind of Captain Black from Captain Scarlet look. Look at his eyes. Wow. Can't wait to see a card back for that, for Revenge of the Sith. Not a Darth Vader card back. But we want an Anakin Skywalker. The last hours, days of being Anakin. Like that, without the crazy eyes, would be brilliant on a nice card back. With his robe and everything. Wow, there's another hand. There's a swappable hand now. I guess that's for like... It's interesting that they're doing that now. What a small accessory to come on. A force push. That'd be interesting, that, wouldn't it? Let's try that on now. And I don't remember a specific moment when he lifted his hand. Did he? They must have put that in for a reason. I'd have to watch Ahsoka again. But I quite like that as a bit of an alternative look for him. How about that? Oh, focus. I like it. Nice nice variation there of his look. Interesting. That's for all the fanboys or whoever wanted to see a Revenge of the Sith style Anakin with a red lightsaber. That's like a whole EU thing, isn't it? What would he have looked like? I always like Anakin with blue because that's what it would have been, you know? Until he lost his lightsaber when Obi-Wan took it away from him. He had to get another one. So obviously that was next. That next saber was going to be red, obviously. He was a Sith by then, so... yeah, I like that a lot. I'm just going to turn it around for you so you can see the back. Nice hair sculpt that as well, isn't it? It's really decent. And, I mean, hell, I've got another Ahsoka I need to open because she came out multiple times, you know, in Ahsoka line, in the Mandalorian. If I've got a spare one, I might have her facing off with him if I can dig it out. I might even have one loose already. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know, have a bit of a tribute to that scene. Or ditch that, give him a blue one. Or just have him stood like that. That's so cool. Because of Obi-Wan. Because of what you've done. What you plan to do. I'm loving it. I'm so excited for the potential of him. Get cracking, Hasbro. You've done it now. I want to throw my money at you. Do this again on a Revenge of the Sith card. And wherever else you can do him. It's a decent figure. Loving that. Right, let's get this last one open, folks. I really don't know where we are with this because... what is that, man? I mean, you can see the top of the skull. What the hell is it? I don't like it. The old one was better because you could see it was a skull. What the France is that? It's like an error. Is it supposed to look better when you light it up with something? Let's hold it against the... no. I can't see a skull in there. We can just see empty space here and there. I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks too marbly for my liking. It looks like a marble, yeah. Just no logic to the pattern inside. Sorry if I've got that completely wrong. That's just my take looking at it for the first time. Whereas, with this one, when you look at that, I can see that shot that you get just as he lets go of the Emperor, drops him down the tower, and you just get that weird flash, and it's just a skull. I always remember that as a kid. I thought, was that my imagination? Was that an actual skull? It was a skull, like that X-ray effect you get from lightning. Electricity, sorry. But that, I don't know what the France that is, man. Sorry, Shabby, I'm nicking your phrase. But let's give him a lightsaber. I mean, well, no. Why would you give him a lightsaber? That's obviously... they've thrown the lightsaber in. Sorry to sound anal here, but he wouldn't have a lightsaber at that stage. He would have lost his... you know... he lost his hand and he lost his saber. But they've given you exactly what they gave you with that other one, the one with the Sebastian Shaw card back, which is a lovely figure, that. That's how I kind of want to combine all those figures together now. This, I might have that with that Emperor figure. I don't know if it's too far away to see, but if I just lift this up, hang on. I try and zoom in, that would work. But I'm a long way away from sorting out all those shelves. I've got a lot to do in here. A lot to do. That ain't a priority. But still, that's pretty cool to have it loose. What else can I say about it? It'll be that stupendous mould, won't it? Looks pretty good as well. I like that. I've become a fan over time. This stuff's grown on me as time has gone by. I used to hate fire effects, electricity and all that kind of thing. But it looks decent, man. It lights well. I mean, I'm in natural light here, but it's setting it off, man. It's behaving well on camera. And there is the tip that you got with the other figure. Be rude not to show you, wouldn't it, really? There it is. So remember, that's freaky as a kid watching that when you could see the smoke coming off it as well. I've just lost the lightning. There's more on his arm, so there you go. He looks like that. I don't know what to make of that helmet. It looks amazing, but what am I looking at? Looks smoky. It's like basically, it's like if he was a robot and he was on fire inside and he was smoking up in there. That's what it looks like. Just random cloudy kind of look. Doesn't look like anything other than smoke cloud. But anyway, so that's on his arm, so that's a separate piece. And this must go on him. I can't remember which way around it was. Does it matter? So you just wrap on him like that, maybe? Oh, that looks alright. Let's do it any way you want, I guess. That's alright. It's not exactly what I had before, but look at that though. That looks better now. I've got rid of the... It doesn't need a saber in. I'll put all these in an accessories bag, a little zippy bag. Keep them safe. But that's all he'll need. I like it though. I like that. Let's get that on a stand as well. Before I leave you, I want to put a blue lightsaber in this fella's hand just cause. Now you got Revenge of the Sith. From certain angles anyway. Loving that. Really good. Just one final close-up on these figures and then I'll give you a look at some of my shelves. There's that dude, look at that. 3 3/4 inch, man. Look at the quality of that. Most impressive. And then this is interesting. Very interesting. I like it actually. I was only comparing it with the other one and thought the other one looked better, seeing the skull and everything, but actually it's just a bit mad how you only see the head in that style and everything else is just like a regular Vader. It's a bit random, isn't it? Could they have done that a bit more down the body? I don't know. It'd be difficult to do. And what else can I show you? You see down here on my Revenge of the Sith shelf, I'd quite happily get rid of that one now, that VC-13. Replace it with that figure would work a whole lot more. And then here is the Gandhi shelf. So you've got the young Anakin there off the back end of the Attack of the Clones. And then over here, I don't have any other Anakin figure. Oh yes, I do. I have that one. I like to put these things in, Easter egg them. That's his wilderness training, his Jedi trials. You could probably, keep that there maybe. Oh, that's going right into Revenge of the Sith. And, there's another Anakin there facing off with Ventress. That was another key arc of the Gandhi Clone Wars. But now, look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. You always have to have a lightsaber in the hand of a lightsaber character, you know what I mean? And it makes more sense not to have a lightsaber in his hand if he's got one on his belt. He didn't have two, did he? So, looking pretty dashing. The peak of his skills. Just haven't stood as part of it, man. That cape. Pretty cool. I'll figure it out exactly what I'll do. Could have him stood with Obi-Wan for damn sure. But that's all to come when I get this room in order. Sorry about the mad camera work, folks. I've done a bit of that handheld and I've just been whizzing around, but still, I just wanted to get it open and give you my thoughts. I hope it's been light enough. It's very dark out there, folks. Very cloudy day. But still, hopefully there was enough natural light for this video. Thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.